Right, good evening, people. Good evening. How are you? I think you're doing well. Komoda, did you go to school? Fine. Good evening, everyone. We're going to discuss paper key 27 neda. Paper 27. Paper 27. You have term test these days? No? Term test? Did they start term test for you? No. You have, ne? One more week you have, right? All right. So, people, the BioEve paper 27. Paper 27. This paper. I think you have answered the paper now. So, we'll go with the answers. Can you help me by marking first 5 MCQs, Lamai? Can you mark first 5 MCQs? Can you mark first 5 MCQs? I think you can hear me clearly. Neither. Are there any issues? Can you mark people first 5 MCQs? Can you mark first 5? Lamai Makaran Tagala. Hello. Can you mark first 5? Lamai, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. What's wrong? Can you hear me? You can hear me, right? So why don't you mark? Makaranda. First 5, come on. Okay, first question. What is the intermediate, what is indeterminate growth? We'll take second one as the answer, ne? Second is correct. Find correct statement regarding following structures. Correct one. Pericycle is meristematic. Middle pith tissue present. I think following structure again in this one. Ne? Neither. Pericycle is meristematic. Yeah, monocot root, right? Sorry, dicot root, correct. And then middle pith, no. Star-shaped central pith present, correct. Casparian strip in pericycle, yes. Ground tissue present between epidermis and the xylem is called ground tissue present between epidermis and the xylem is called cortex. Ground tissue. They're asking correct statement, right? Star-shaped central pith present. Central pith can mean wrong, ne? And then Casparian strip is in the pericycle. Wrong, ne? The endodermis, ne? Wrong. Ground tissue present between the epidermis and yeah. So we'll go with the first one as the answer. First one. They're asking correct statement, right? Pericycle is meristematic, yeah. Middle pith tissue is present, no. Star-shaped central pith is there, no. Xylem, ne? Casparian strip is pericycle, no. Endodermis. Ground tissue present between epidermis and the xylem is called. Epidermis and xylem is called the cortex. Epidermis and endodermis, cortex. Ne? Epidermis and pericycle at least, right? So star-shaped is xylem, yeah, correct. And then I'm taking third question, people. The second is the answer, ne? Endodermis. Which of the following root tissue regulates the iron from root xylem? Correct. Endodermis. Question number 4, people. The diagram given below represents the cross section of part of as seen in under the low power of the microscope. I think this one goes for this. Which of the following statement is correct regarding above diagram? It's observed in mature Stachydopita that you found in practical part. Ne? We took Stachydopita people to observe secondary growth. Diagram, mature stem of Stachydopita wrong. Young stem, ne? Represents transverse section of the tridax stem. Mature tridax stem, correct. Transverse section. Metaxylem and the transverse section is metaxylem and the vascular bundle is located towards the center of the diagram. Wrong, neither. Wrong. Metaxylem towards more outside. Protoxylem is the early form xylem. Towards the center, protoxylem. Wrong. Tissue shows are the primary and the secondary in origin. No, primary all. Represent transverse section. No. So we have the answer now. Second. You've gone wrong there. Ne? Second is the answer. Right, question number 5, people. Intrafascicular cambium in most dicot stems. Intrafascicular cambium. Now we don't discuss intrafascicular cambium, interfascicular cambium in detail. We take people as vascular cambium now. Vascular cambium in most dicotyledonous stem is a primary meristem. Is of secondary origin, correct. It is secondary. Consists of several layers, one cell layer every time in a vascular cambium. Cocambium also one cell layer. So we'll correct the question, people. Vascular cambium of in most dicot stem, secondary in origin. I'm taking second one as the answer. Produce medullary rays. What do you call these medullary rays now, people? Vascular rays, ne? So we'll take this as wrong statement now. Second is better. Question number 6. Question number 6. 6 to 9. Right. Shall we check 6 to 9, Lamai? Which of the following statement comparison between dicot primary stem and monocot primary stem is incorrect? Dicot primary stem and monocot primary stem incorrect. So fourth question, the structure shown is a primary growth of the root. Fourth question. No, I think it, no, look at this. Someone is asking question. I think there are two diagrams given. So it, find the correct statement regarding following structures. So here, for this question, this diagram, this one. For the fourth question, this diagram, isn't it? Okay, all right. So take it like that. Question number 6. Which of the following statement of comparison between dicotyledonous primary stem structure, monocotyledonous stem structure, incorrect, they ask. Cortex may have sclerenchyma dicot. No cortex. This is wrong, neither. Stem. They are asking stem. Ne? Okay, I thought of root. So this is cortex may have sclerenchyma, correct? No cortex, correct. Epidermis absent. Endodermis absent. Endodermis absent. Endodermis absent. Yeah, okay. Stem, you don't see any endodermis. Ne? Pith is prominent. Pith is prominent. This is wrong. Why? No pith for the monocot. Cambium present in vascular bundles. No cambium. Different shearer ground tissue, undifferent shearer ground tissue. Correct. So I'm taking third as the answer. Third one as the answer. Cortex mainly made of parenchyma. Ne? Yeah. Right, next. Next one, which of the following? Which of the following? Question number 7. Which of the following directly relates to secondary growth of plants? Apical meristem, primary growth, no. Lateral buds, no. Intravesicular cambium, we'll take this as vascular cambium now, people. Vascular cambium. Intercalary meristem, no. Periderm, no. Wait. How about periderm? If you take vascular cambium, then correct, right? If you take vascular cambium, intravesicular cambium. I'll take this statement as vascular cambium, okay? Vascular cambium. Then third is okay. Periderm is a coke and the cocambium. So periderm is correct. Periderm correct. Coke and cocambium. So fifth one is the answer for that. Fifth one is the answer, right? If once I correct this statement as vascular cambium, third and fifth, both you can take as answers. Third and fifth, right? After correction, third and fifth. Question number 8, people, lenticels consist of loosely arranged coke cells. Correct. Fifth one is the answer. Question number 9, which of the following incorrect regarding secondary growth of plants? All live cells of the stem after secondary growth are present. All live cells of stem after secondary growth are present in the bark. All live cells of a stem after secondary growth are present in the bark. All live cells of the stem after secondary growth are present in the bark. No, we can't say neither. Bark has coke, so all cells are live is wrong. Vascular cambium produces more cells towards the center of the stem than towards the surface. Vascular cambium produce more cells towards the center of the stem than towards surface. More cells towards the center, correct. Than towards the surface. Surface side, it produces phloem. Phloem less and more xylem is produced, correct. Mature part of the secondary xylem is used by plant storage of waste products. Correct. Co-cambium produce two types of cells. Correct. What are those two types of cells? Loosely packed cells and tightly packed cells. Co-cambium and coke together forms peridome. Correct. So I'm taking first one as the answer for question number 9. Question number 10. Question number 10. Which of the following incorrectly paired? Roots of monocot plants, pith. Monocot plant root, pitlu. Correct. Stems of dicot plants, open vascular bundles. Correct. Herbaceous annual plants, close vascular bundles. Herbaceous annual, close. That is wrong, neither. Herbaceous annual, every time it's not going to be close. It depends on people whether it is a monocot or a dicot. So could you please show the answers for the question 4 and 5? 4 I took second, 5 I took 1. So in resource book for question number 9, coke cambium only produce coke cells to both interior and exterior, right? No, coke cambium is producing cells towards exterior. They have not mentioned it's making any cells towards interior. What is that issue? Two cell types towards surface of the stem. Two cell types are produced. One is the spherical cells that is formed in the lenticel. The other one is the tightly packed coke cells. All right. Fourth and fifth question. Fourth I took second. Fifth I have taken. Fifth I have taken. After a correction I have taken. Second one as the answer. After the correction, okay. And then next one, which of the following is incorrectly paired herbaceous annual plants, close vascular bundles, monocotyledonous stem, lateral. No, they mention the coke cambium produce cells exterior and interior. Coke cambium produce cells exterior and interior, both sides. Now, if it is producing cells interior, then it's going to be some cortex cells, but we don't label it, right? Towards outside, it is forming two cell types, loosely packed cells and tightly packed cells, right? It's produced inside cell type. There is going to be some parenchyma cells, which is actually a part of the cortex, right? I'll proceed, okay? So question number 4, people, monocotyledonous stem, lateral meristems. Wrong, ne? Herbaceous, which is the following is incorrectly paired. Monocot stem, lateral meristems. You don't see that. Herbaceous annual plants, close vascular bundles. Then conifer plants, softwood, correct. So I have two answers here, 3 and 4. How the third one in the 9th MCQ is correct. Mature part of the secondary xylem is used by plants for storage of waste product. Yeah, why we said that the heartwood they deposit waste materials and then it become more dark in color due to that. Can't you remember? We learned that. Right? Hardwood they deposit people waste materials and then it become more dark in appearance. Right, question number 11 to 15. Can you answer? 11 to 15. Nama taggala makaran. So those compounds in the secondary xylem were to protect the core, right, sir? Resins and other compounds are considered as waste products. No, the plant is not having any excretory structures. So whatever the waste materials, secondary metabolites, everything they go and deposit, right? Waste, secondary metabolites, everything. So resins and gums, when they deposit, they give more durability, right? So they are not damaged by fungi and other stuff due to that. So waste and secondary metabolites, everything can be deposited. So what is, how it is given in the resource book? They say hardwood, darker, the compounds that permeate the cell cavities help to protect the core of the tree from fungi and wood-boring insects. Because the resins and other compounds that permeate, resins and other compounds, they have not mentioned in a particular compound, right? Waste or something like that. Resins and other compounds, so that they deposit whatever they have unwanted materials also in the hardwood. Right. Question number 11. Select the correct statement. Select the correct statement. Primary growth of the dicot plant root. Protoxylem develops root cap originate from the protoderm. Root cap originate from protoderm. Protoderm. Wrong, it's forming epidermis. Root cap is not produced by protoderm. Wrong. Endodermis originate from the procambium. Endodermis. Wrong, procambium from xylem and phloem. New roots originate from endodermis. No, pericycle. Outer cortex develop into collenchyma. Outer cortex develop into collenchyma. Protoxylem develops into pericycle. Protoxylem, pericycle, wrong. Protoxylem develops close to the protoxylem develops close to the pericycle. Protoxylem develops close to the pericycle. Outer cortex develops into collenchyma. No collenchyma in the root, ne? Wrong. So fifth one is the answer. Protoxylem closer to the pericycle. Yes, correct. Select the incorrect statement regarding growth of plant stems. New xylem and phloem cells are added, cell elongated along the long axis. New xylem and phloem cells are added, cells so if the waste products get stored in those secondary xylem, won't it affect the water transportation through them? Yeah, they don't transport water. That is why the sapwood is produced continuously. Sapwood is produced. The sapwood become hardwood. After when they get blocked completely by resins and other stuff, they become hardwood. So new sapwood is produced continuously. You learn that, ne? You learn it. So that's the purpose of maintaining the vascular cambium. Vascular cambium has to grow continuously. Vascular cambium has to grow continuously, right? I think it's clear. All right. Theronada. Question number 13. Question number 12. Select the incorrect statement regarding secondary growth of plant stems. New xylem and phloem cells are added. Added cells elongate along the long axis. New xylem and phloem are added cells elongated along the long axis. New xylem and phloem cells are added cells. These added cells elongated along the long axis. New xylem and phloem cells, added cells. Okay, I'll put the comma here. Ne? Added cells are elongated along the long axis, correct. Cells which are elongated along the long axis, they are involving in forming xylem and phloem, correct. Activity of meristems may be discontinuous, correct. Work and stop and work and stop like that. Vascular rays connect secondary xylem and phloem. Vascular rays connect secondary xylem and phloem. Secondary xylem and phloem. Correct, ne? Bark and the wood are separated by vascular cambium. Bark and wood, correct. All cells in the heartwood are dead. All cells. Parenchyma. There can be some parenchyma. Live parenchyma cells. So we'll take fifth one as the answer. So can we consider the heart and the sapwood as components of hard and soft? No. No. Please study your notes. Hard and hard. What is the difference? Hardwood is the wood of the gymnosperm, right? And softwood is a hard. Sorry, I made a mistake. Ne? Hardwood is the wood of the angiosperm. Softwood is the wood of the gymnosperm. Hardwood is the wood present at the center. Heartwood is present in the center, right? And then sapwood is present in periphery. So we talked about this, right? So you learned that Is it clear or should I explain it further? Right. You learn some different categories, ne? Hardwood and the sapwood. Hardwood and the softwood. Hardwood we use people that for angiosperm wood is hard. Softwood is the gymnosperm wood. Whether it is gymnosperm or angiosperm wood people, you can see that the central wood is the hardwood. Peripherally wood is the sapwood. All right. Right. Question number 13. Which of the following statement regarding the structure shown of the following diagram is correct? I think it's about this one. Eh? Structure is usually found in water plants. It may be seen in maize plant. Maize plant. All cells shown in are dead. No, phloem cells are there. No? Some cells shown are storage cells. Some cells shown are storage cells. Ground tissue can do that. Some cells show are still undifferentiated. Wrong, neither. You can't see that, undifferentiated. So, what's the answer? Some cells shown are storage. May be seen in maize. I'll take second as the best. Some cells are storage. Maybe some ground cells you can take it as storage, but the best answer is second. Maybe seen in maize plant. All right, question number 14. Which of the following statement regarding the plant tissue is correct? Which of the following statement correct regarding the tissue, plant tissue? Axillary meristems are found in both shoot apex and the root apex. Wrong. Lateral meristems are found in both shoots and the roots. Bark contain both primary tissue and secondary tissue. No, bark has secondary tissues. Wrong. Bark is all tissues outside the vascular cambium. Annual ring represents both xylem and phloem formation within 1 year. Not phloem neither. Annual ring can xylem, not phloem. Wrong. Primary dicotyledonous roots contain pith, xylem and phloem pericycle. Primary dicotyledonous root contain pith, xylem, phloem pericycle. Primary dicotyledonous root contain pith. Wrong, neither. Dicot root don't have pith. Root ni? Wrong. So I'm taking second as the answer for question 14. Second. Lateral meristems are found in both the shoot and the root. Plant tissue is correct. Lateral meristems are found in both shoot and the root. Second is okay. Right? Bark contain both primary tissues and secondary tissues. We'll take second as the best. You have arguments, Lamai? Bark contain primary tissues, ne? And Lamai. Bark is the vascular cambium. Bark is the tissues present outside the vascular cambium in a secondary grown stem. So the bark will contain both primary phloem, secondary phloem, both present. Yeah, it's having both primary phloem and secondary phloem. How about the second one? Lateral meristems are found in both shoot and root. I'll correct this one. I'll make a correction. It has primary. Forget about the primary phloem. So it has. Third is okay then. Lateral meristems are found in both shoot and root. Lateral meristems are found in both shoot and root. Uh, but not always, neither. When they show secondary growth, you can see them, right? So I'll go just with the third one as the best. So question number 14, second is incorrect for monocot, right? 14 second, lateral meristems are found in both. Yeah, monocot is wrong. Yeah. So I'll take it as wrong. So question number 15, select the correct response based on the diagram given. So resource says bark main components are secondary phloem, and that's correct. That is why they say main components. But you know, primary phloem is present in the bark, right? It says main components, right? Not the only component. Question number 14, which of the following, question number 15, select the correct response regarding diagram given below. So it's this one. What is your answer? Both mitosis and meiosis occur in two. No, only mitosis. Two produce primary tissues, but initial stage, and secondary tissues at later stage. No, wrong. No secondary growth here. Two produces central core of vascular bundles. Two is producing central core of vascular bundles, wrong. And then always xylem, phloem, and cambium are formed by four. Always xylem, phloem, and cambium are formed by four. Lateral branches are formed by three. Correct. Fifth one is okay. Fifth one is okay. Okay, question number 16. 16, what is your answer? Meristematic cells contribute for both primary growth and secondary growth. Correct. Undergo both mitotic? No. Maybe either spherical or elongated? No. Are present only in the root tip and the shoot tip? No. Lateral also. Contain nucleus shifted to the side? No. First one is the answer. Question number 17, shoot apical meristem. Shoot apical meristem. Increase height and the diameter of the stem. Shoot apical meristem, wrong. Ne? Just increase the height. Produce cells inward and outward. No, inward only. Produce parenchyma cells. No, it's actually producing some primary meristems. Composed of undifferentiated cells. Contribute primary and secondary growth. Primary only. Fourth one. Question number 18. How do hardwood and softwood differ? Hardwood contain xylem vessels, softwood does not. Correct. Hardney, that is the angiosperm wood. Correct. Softwood is harder than hardwood. No, we didn't say anything like that. Hardwood is, no. Others wrong. So we have the answer, first one. Question number 19. What do growth rings in tree indicate? The age of the tree, ne? One. During the primary growth of roots, root apical meristem produce new cells. Root apical meristem produce new cells to both sides, correct? The cells produce outward by the root apical meristem form root cap, correct? Vascular tissues are produced by the vascular cambium. Vascular tissues are produced by the vascular cambium. Vascular tissues are produced by vascular cambium. Primary growth wrong nilamine. The some cells produce outward by the root apical meristem, elongate and push in the root through the soil. Outward, the inward. Some cells produce outward by the root apical meristem, elongate and push the root through the soil. Outward is actually grow in the root cap and then prevent people the maintain the root cap neither. So this is, I think, wrong. We can't take that. Epidermis split due to being pushed outward. During the primary growth, epidermis push wrong. So I'm taking AB as the answer. I'm taking AB as the answer. Hope you agree with me for that. All right, we'll answer these questions now. Structured part. A question based on the structure A to E. In which cells the starch is stored? What do you take, people? Which cell type the starch is stored? We can take epidermis D, cortex neither. D, cortex. Name the tissue type B. B, primary xylem. Which cell is prevent the apoplastic movement? Endodermal cells. Then function E. What is E? Epidermis. What is that, people? Water mineral absorption. Water and mineral absorption. So cortex is not a cell, right? Yeah, it's not a cell. What is the problem? What's the problem? And next one. Which cell in the starch is stored? Which cells? Cortex cells. Then you can take cortex cells, right? Take it as cortex cells. Cortex cells, right? So it has parenchyma cells, right? Cortex cells. Or else you can say then parenchyma cells of cortex. Parenchyma cells of cortex. That's better, ne? You can say parenchyma cells of cortex. Right? State two ways that this differ from the other plant roots. Right? State two ways that this differ from other plant class. What is the other plant class? Monocot. So how do you say that this root is differ from monocot root? You can say that no pith present. Pith present in monocot root. Second one, you can take that the pericycle dicot pericycle is meristematic. That means it can divide. I think that's enough. 2 points they ask. This is monocot. You have to label them A epidermis, B what is that? Sclerenchyma. O ground tissue. B ground tissue. C is vascular bundle. D is ground tissue. G, how about taking xylem vessel? F, phloem. F, you don't have to do. It's like broken down parenchyma. Lysogenous cavity, you don't have to write that. Just ignore it. It's not in our syllabus, so no need to write that. Identify different regions of the following diagram. Identify the different regions of the following diagram. Okay, we did that. What are the different cells present in E region? E is a phloem. So C tube elements, C tube element, companion cells, phloem fibers, phloem parenchyma. What are the tissues of the dicot root with one cell layer thickness? Dicot root, one is epidermis. What is the other one, people? Endodermis. Endodermis. Epidermis and endodermis. Right, we are moving into next page. Next one is what is pericycle? How to define pericycle? 2-3 cell layers present inner to endodermis. 2 to 3 cell layers present inner to endodermis. That's enough, right? Describe the natural nature of the pericycle of the root. Pericycle nature, what are you going to write? Parenchyma cells, right, with dividing ability. Parenchyma cells the parenchyma cells with meristematic activity. And next one, briefly describe arrangement of Casparian strip in root. It is a suberin belt. It is a suberin belt. Where do you find that, people? In endodermal cells that block apoplast, right? Suberin belt in endodermal cells that blocks uh, they call passing of water through the apoplast from cortical apoplast to the uh, apoplast uh, of pericycle. I think we will let me write it once again. It asks you briefly describe the arrangement of the Casparian strip. So what do you write? In the radial and the transverse walls of the endodermal cells, right? A belt-like arrangement of suberin present. It is a belt of suberin. We'll write like that. Belt of suberin in the endodermal cells. Suberin belt with no intercellular spaces. Suberin belt in endodermal cells. Right, I'll take it like that. Following diagram shows paths here label them. What are those layers, people? A, B, C, D. I think D is sapwood. E and F. This is F is vascular ray, vascular ray. E, what do you say? Growth rings. E, you can take as growth rings. D is sapwoods. What is C? Vascular cambium. What is B? Bark. 9. No, we'll take secondary phloem. Then A is peridot. A peridot. Then you to label this part, people. Most are dead. Most are dead. Most are dead. A. Correct, ne? B. Secondary phloem, you don't see most live cells, ne? C. Vascular cambium, no. D. Sapwood. It has some living cells. FG vascular rays, no. water conducting cells. Water conducting cells. D. You can take water conducting cells D. Then suberinized cells, suberin, A, periderm, and yeah, periderm. Ilagata lignified cells, lignified ones, sepud correct. E, growth rings correct. Vascularis, no, not lignified. So D and E. Next one will cells divided by mitosis. Cells divided by mitosis. A, periderm correct because it shows some meristematic activity. Vascular cambium is C correct. Vascular cambium is C correct. So these are the answer for that question. And then people describe the secondary growth. Secondary growth part. Right, secondary growth. Now people in your resource book, secondary growth, they have given as a common description for the secondary growth of root and the stem. I think for this question, this is a general question. People describe the secondary growth. So you must describe it together. You must describe the secondary growth together. We have discussed some similar questions in the class now, right? We discussed some similar questions for the secondary growth, right? So you have to describe the process, root and the stem events together, right? I think you can do that task. I didn't fix a marking scheme for that, but I think I have given you people plant secondary growth. But the only difference is if a scheme is given only for the stem, or maybe stem, so that you must write in this question, people, stem and root and everything. So you have to write the resource book content for that part. Hari, as a secondary growth. Right. So there are several questions that I have provided you. Secondary structure of the dicot stem. I think one question given like that. Secondary dividing tissues in plant stem and explain how they. Yeah, I have given both people for the stem growth. That is why I asked you to write description in general, right? Okay, write them and then show them, people. I'll wind up from this point. So thank you for joining tonight. I'll see you all soon, right? So bye. We are going to meet again, people, on Saturday class. Huh? Okay, see you. Bye.